They came out in their hundreds, mostly Israeli Jews of Ethiopian origin. Angry at what they say was police brutality against a black Israeli soldier. Medics say more than a dozen people were hurt when scuffles broke out with the police.
We are demonstrating against the police brutality. The police is acting with force, with unproportionate force against Israeli Ethiopian civilians.
This video sparked outrage on social media where Israeli policemen were seen beating a soldier. It shows a policeman pushing him to the ground after he didn't initially obey a policeman's order. Another officer tries to help his colleague. The soldier then picks up a rock and threatens the policeman before police backup arrives. There was another incident last week in Beersheba where an Israeli of Ethiopian descent was allegedly assaulted by immigration officers who thought he was an illegal immigrant. The issue of African migrants in Israel has stirred controversy for many years. Activists say deliberate policies have resulted in an almost 50% decline of the population of Ethiopian Jews in Israel in the last decade. In 2010, WikiLeaks published a classified cable from Tel Aviv saying that 65% of Israeli households of Ethiopian origin relied on welfare to survive. The next year, a TV program sparked protests that revealed that many tenants in the southern city of Kiryat Malachi have signed agreements not to sell or rent properties to Ethiopians. In 2013, the Israeli government admitted to injecting Ethiopian women with birth control treatment without their knowledge. Figures released earlier this year suggest that out of nearly 18,000 asylum seekers, mostly from African countries, just 45 were granted refugee status in Israel. Protesters in Jerusalem are demanding an end to racism against black Israelis.
In the year 2015, those who are weak in the land of Israel have no reason to exist. We are subjected to racism, a covert racism, and it must be stopped.
The Israeli government provides aid to some refugee groups, but they still struggle to integrate into society. To deal with the issue of nearly 50,000 immigrants of African origin, Israel has built a fence along the border with Egypt. It's also built large detention centers to house those seeking refuge without the required paperwork. The Jerusalem protests might be over for now, but unless race relations are improved, that anger is likely to continue to boil over. Osama bin Javed, Al Jazeera.